6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. Jeep, flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You put the, you end up dead. Them West Coast, they leave that spread. And now you got all in your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast, the 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll see a brawl inside the AFC East. It's the Elks and the Patriots on Monday Night Prime Time.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Tonight, we'll have the final two games of this kickoff weekend, and we begin with a great one here between the Salt Lake City Elks and the New England Patriots. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, a new season finally here. We had the great one Thursday night. Brandon Gaudin alongside, as always, my partner Charles Davis. And CD, in the few moments here before kickoff, let's give these folks at home a look at these two offenses by the numbers. What stands out to you?
Brandon, I just continue to be amazed by the analytics of the game, and it's an area where I continue to concentrate and study because I'm still trying to figure out how coaches and coordinators can really crunch the numbers and find where exactly on the field a defense is vulnerable. It's the game within the game. And if you really dive into it, it can be endlessly fascinating.
So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
Mac Jones absolutely believed in himself coming out of high school. Went to Alabama despite the fact there are many high-profile quarterbacks already on the roster, and blossomed into a Heisman Trophy candidate in his final season with 41 touchdowns and only 4 interceptions. Steady, consistent as a passer, doesn't have the biggest cannon for an arm, but can stretch the field and lay those passes in on the deep ball.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing Jones. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Amber Thomas. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. After the turnover, it's Tua. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 29 yards. And the Elks are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown. So now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is. And his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader. Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team, both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. It's Eckler again. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Jones. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
On first down, Jones. He completes it to Beckham. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Touchdown, Patriots. Austin Eckler from 13 yards out. And the Patriots are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And Austin Eckler capped it off with the touchdown reception. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have that bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams trying to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Off a play action, Tagovailoa. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And touchdown! Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
On second down, Eckler. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Once more, here's Eckler. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. Now Jones. Off play action. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. And why do you go out and trade for a guy like this defensively? Well, an instant impact in your pass rush is reason number 1.
And let's think about it. You want a guy who can create big plays for your team. Takeaways, fumbles, you name it. That's what you want from the big-time player on the defensive side of the ball.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
You know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell us end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in the touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it.
Salt Lake City with the football here to begin quarter 2. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On play action, here's Tua. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And it's caught. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And they are able to add on to their advantage. passing game. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Off the play fake, Jones. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. Ooh, the juke. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Jones looking Austin Eckler's way again. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. We're in the 2nd quarter. He already has 2 touchdowns. We know how good he is. That's well documented. How do you contain him?
We know he's a nightmare. So in this situation, I would go ahead and double him, maybe even have a 3rd person in the area, and try and dissuade them from throwing him the football. Make someone else beat me for a while because I don't know that their talents are his. Because when he gets his hands on the ball, he breaks down my entire D. Someone else, they may not make the same type of a play.
Well, we know his talents are very good. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
After the success they had on the 2nd play of the drive, I think they were trying to recreate it with that pass, weren't they?
Yeah, they were trying to go a little tic-tac-toe, 3 plays and in the end zone.
I like that. Can I just put the X in the middle of the block as the defense just did there?
Sure. They give it to Williams, running right. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 12 yards there and a 1st down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on him a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what do you...
And he's going to go down here as sacked. They push him back to the 34. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Play action. Now it's Tua. Steps away. Got a man. It's Waddle, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Tua now on first down. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there. He's down and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tua. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Elks are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New England's offense set to go. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Jones throwing to start the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Jones. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Jones trying to lay one up deep. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow, and I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Tua going to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And it's caught. Touchdown. Justin Jefferson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Elks would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we reach halftime here in our first Monday Nighter of the season, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And a huge play that time. 57 yards. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Elks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On 2nd and 11 now. Jones, open man here, the tight end Henry. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Jones now on 1st and 10. Pass complete on the out route to Beckham. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Throwing Jones. Henry's got it out on the left side. Touchdown. Hunter Henry from 17 yards out. And the Patriots are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that will cut this lead down to 25. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. And quickly they get to the line. After the sack on 1st down, Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Now this throw caught left side. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's good for 28 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Williams. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. A give to Williams, running right. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Javonte Williams taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Elks extend their lead yet again. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The offense and QB Mac Jones running back out. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, We just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter and continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time?
They were really good. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Austin Eckler with career touchdown number 75. And the Patriots get a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And that will cut this lead down to 25. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Still well in control of this ball game, despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Finding Waddle, crossing the field and bringing it in. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a throw here, hauled in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. 43 yards rushing for him down to this point.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Now Tua. And it's caught. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Elks get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. The extra point up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21. The offense heading back out as we take a closer look at Austin Eckler. And the numbers for him pretty solid, really. He's run it well. He's caught it pretty well, but they're still far behind the 8 ball on the scoreboard.
Not able to use his talents, as you noted, to narrow the gap in the scoreboard. Sometimes it's a bend but don't break, right? He gets his yardage. That's cool, but it's not paying off on the scoreboard. They're not getting the points necessary. And if you're a defensive team, you'll give up that yardage for the kind of lead they have.
That's what I was going to ask you. Sometimes you say, let this guy do his thing. Let's control what we can control elsewhere.
Yeah, exactly. Take away the rest of the guys. Don't let them hurt you as well. But the biggest one is they've contained him well enough that they've been able to increase their lead.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Off a play action, Tagovailoa. He's got a man, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Elks are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory. 3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now Jones. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Foxborough. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. That's complete into the hands of Myers. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Operating from the gun. Jones toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now here's a throw that's complete, and he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Quick completion to Henry. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Patriots get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Point after, right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series. Well, this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that? I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Let's go. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On play action, here's Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second.
A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. On second and goal, Tua. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Elks are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Patriots ready to try again on offense. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jones.
That's into the hands of Eckler.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Looking to throw. Jones.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. Back to throw. Jones.
He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Bradley Chubb now with his 2nd sack here on opening night. Now here's whistles and another timeout. That's going to leave him with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Myers.
And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
It's Myers again with another catch. Down inside the 10.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series. And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good, and I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and on a roll. It's continuing to adjust throughout the game because, you know, the defense is kicking coverages towards him, trying their best to slow him down, and he keeps getting the better of them.
Yeah, whatever they've done, it hasn't worked. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Another big gainer, 2 in succession as this one goes for 32. That one looks like he'll throw here. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Tua setting up shop to throw again. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Looking to pass. Tua. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the fourth quarter. Tagovailoa trying again after the pick 6. Finds Hill on the crossing route, complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Throw left side, taken in by Hill. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He's got it in. Complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. It's a big play there. And even 40 yards.
In a spot where most offenses would just be trying to get to the finish line and close this game out, they're still looking for points here in the final minute of this game. I think bonuses could be gained and attained with maybe more points.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how week one is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Throwing, Jones. Out route, and this is Henry with a catch. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Off play action. Jones. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Got a little antsy there from his Mike linebacker position.
Partner, there's times you think you've timed up the quarterback's cadence. You think you've got a read on it. He might have thought it on that play. He was wrong.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. Open man here, the tight end Henry. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Danielle Hunter make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week one. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent.
Losing's what I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead.